Hey everybody, and welcome to this week's Rocksmith 2014 live stream here from beautiful San Francisco. It looks like that opening photo every single day that we live here. My name's Dan Amrick. I'm the community developer on behalf of Rocksmith 2014. This is Gregory Barr. He is just one of the many note trackers and developers you will meet today on the stream as we play Disturbed. We are currently tuning down so that we can turn up, and we will be playing some of Chicago metal right here and now. We'll be playing 4 of the 5 songs that are available in the Disturbed Song Pack 2, which is my preemptive statement. Down with the Sickness is already in the game. If you were looking for that big monster hit and you didn't already get it and you scratch in your head, why isn't that in this song? Because it's already in the game. But we're going to take a look at the 5 songs that are out this week. We're also, if you've showed up for the free stuff, that's a good thing because we're going to give away some great prizes from Ernie Ball. We're going to give away DLC codes for the Disturbed DLC on Steam as well. And of course, we'll have the opportunity for you guys to ask the developers questions, ask them playing tips, anything specific you might have about some of the songs that are in this week. This is the perfect opportunity. So we'll kick it off with the trailer. We'll be right back with 4 brand new live songs, nothing pre-recorded this week, right after this. Thanks for tuning in.
Then I am straight.
We're frightened of this week. Holy cow, did you see those solos? We're actually going to attempt some of those live here today. So wish us luck. But checking out the chat room, seems like people were talking about the down tuning. Yes, many of these songs, if not all of these songs, are D drop C this week. I think maybe there's one that isn't D drop C, but I'm not sure which one it is. But I just saw a C of drop C. So yeah, we will be playing our house instruments this week. Some of them are set up for this, and some of them are not. Some of them we're just tuning down and going, all right, close enough. So as we have mentioned in the past, it's okay to justify the purchase of a second guitar, so that you always have something that's set up for down tuning. We highly support your addiction to high quality instruments, and we suggest that you visit your local Gibson and Epiphone dealer soon. You know who's joined us since the opening is Brian Pody there. Hi, Brian Pody there.
Hello.
How are you doing? I like your shirt very much.
I'm doing well,
I like Greg's shirt too. That's the vintage one that I don't have.
You don't have this one?
No, that's before my time.
Yeah,
when I got here, they're like, oh yeah, you should have a Rocksmith T-shirt. I went, okay, and it turned out that it was one that like, what's your size? And I'm like, fat ass, and they're like, we don't have any of those left. So like, literally, the first one that we found was like a women's medium, and I'm like, I am just not going to be able to squeeze into that.
Nice.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, I know. I'm just like, nobody wants to see that. But what you probably want to see is them attempt Indestructible by Disturbed. Did either of you do this note track? Because we've been playing rotating note tracks.
No.
No? So who did the note track?
It's a mystery, isn't it?
I don't know. Who did the note track? Sam, did you do this one? Sam says he doesn't know. Sam Schwartz is on deck to play a little bit later. Didn't you do this note track? Yeah. Oh, okay. He did do this note track, but he's going to be playing a different song because he was asked to play a different song by somebody else. So it's going to be fun. So what you're basically saying is that both of you have simply done the standard reviews that you would do as part of building a track. So at Rocksmith, there's a lead note tracker that takes control of that song, builds the paths, and the other people add feedback and let this should be a little bit different, or I hear this differently, or I found a mistake. Let's correct this, and it's just part of the process. So everybody kind of sees a lot of the different people's works, whether they're the note tracker or not. Yeah. But that does not give you an appreciation for doing something really highly technical, which you two are about to attempt.
Yeah, I didn't do any reviews of this when it was in production.
Great.
So
I didn't either.
Great!
My first time seeing this was an hour ago.
Excellent. So I won't even ask you for any insight. Let's just see what happens.
It's super fun, and pretty much all of the Disturbed tunes focus around a lot of shifting on the fretboard.
Okay.
That's like the common trope throughout all their songs, and this one's the same way. There's lots of shifting around, which made me go, ah!
Okay.
When I first looked at it.
Well, here's hoping it makes you go, ah! as well. This is Indestructible by Disturbed, one of the 5 songs in the Disturbed Song Pack 2. And as we mentioned, if you are a fan of Disturbed, there are more songs in our library. There's a 3-pack that came out some time ago. And, of course, if you're just a fan of free stuff, we will be giving away the first of the 2 Ernie Ball prize packs at the end of this song. I will take a peek at our chat room here, thanks to my magical wafer-thin computer device. And I will try to answer some of your questions without stepping on their performance too much. McKay-Bad86 says, you guys teased Buckethead in the new trailer. No, we didn't. There's a picture of Buckethead on the studio wall of Brendan Small. That was Brendan Small's actual studio. We didn't have anything to do with that. It's not it's nothing but a picture of a guitarist that he admires. We admire him too, but please do not take every little thing you see as proof of what you want to believe. We will get along a lot better if you don't. If you would like to request Buckethead, I'm sure you've already seen in our chat room that we have a request app, and you can pick specific songs that you would suggest that we add to our library, and then we can go about the process of attempting to try to get those songs. But that's all at bit.ly/rsrequests. That's the best way. But just because you see it in a video that we didn't make. I've got my own ways for giving you secret messages and all that fun stuff. We'll talk about that a little later in the show. Tufty McTavish says to the Rocksmith guys, pick up new songs quickly given their hot skills and their deep end lack of prep/familiarity with the material. Yeah, actually, it was funny. Pody and I were talking about that ahead of time. I'm like, if I play a song on the stream, I don't like to go in cold, but these guys are much better musicians, so they can sometimes skate on that razor's edge of barely being prepared, giving it a shot. Death Rider 7 says, the bass on this looks pretty approachable. I think it is. It's all on one string, right? It's a matter of moving up and down that string, which makes it a good exercise if you're looking for something beyond Ducks Redux to get your targeting right as you go up and down the frets.
Yeah, and it's kind of all eighth notes, too. Your picking hand just doing the same thing.
Right.
And you just put in these accents in kind of interesting places.
So you're saying this is so easy, even I could have played it this week?
Yeah, I think you would have.
Oh, well, thanks. I'm glad it's that low.
I mean, you wouldn't have done that well.
No, certainly not. 99.1. Are you kidding?
But
Pody, that was pretty damned impressive for somebody who was just like, I played it through like once quickly an hour ago before we came up here.
That solo's pretty nuts, too.
Yeah, that was quite impressive, actually.
I just tried to play as many notes as I could.
That's just, if in doubt, cram more notes in there.
Just play
that's how
all
it works.
of them, and you'll get some of them.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Is there anything else you wanted to add about it? I mean, again, I understand that because the real note tracker shirked his duty on this song, there's really nothing that you can do.
Well, he's taking the harder one.
I know, yeah. The next song is actually going to be more difficult, and we have fun stories to tell about that. But is there anything that you want to say? Are you giving me the finger off? Oh, he's giving me worse than the finger off camera. Sam Schwartz is a rude little man. Hashtag Sam Schwartz is a rude little man.
To piggyback on Greg's comment about, your accenting kind of cool notes, there's a lot of syncopation in this song. And that's kind of what makes the riff
kind of all of their stuff is that way. It's all like really polyrhythmic, syncopated. It's kind of like Meshuggah, but like a little bit more condensed for the pop market kind of thing. Yeah,
okay.
Just like long phrases that kind of go over the bar lines but kind of line up, so it's still really groove oriented, but it's a little more interesting than just hitting every beat all the time.
That's cool.
Yeah, the writing is really good in this band for sure.
They're super, super fun to play.
And Drizzy Trayvon says, great job for a second read. So, props to where it's due. Thank you both very much. We're going to move on to the first giveaway of the day, which, of course, makes all the kids scream for free stuff from our friends at Ernie Ball. Here's what you're going to win if you are the person who wins our first giveaway. Now, we have 2 of these to give away. We'll give them away at 2 different times during the program. But everything you see here will be mailed out to somebody who wins, assuming that you give Jason Paradise your name, your address, your phone number, all the required information that he asks for. And you could walk away with a brand new set of Ernie Ball strings, regular Slinkies. Those are the 010s. They're sort of do-everything strings. You'll like them. The Slinky bass, same kind of thing. Sort of middle-of-the-road, nice gauge with a low end of a 105. That will bring the thunder. And you won't have to change them very often because, as you know, bass strings generally last very, very long. You can also you'll be getting a brand new strap that could be silver, it could be black. It depends on which one I drop in there because Ernie sent. They sometimes send us different colors, so you never really know. Plus, you get Wonder Wipes, which are the Ernie Ball cleaning, care, and maintenance system. They're little pre-moistened towelettes that let you easily apply polish or string cleaner or even fretboard moisturizer for and when you're changing your strings. You want to make sure that your rosewood necks are nice and lubricated. Your wood does get thirsty. So make sure that you give it some of the oils that are robbed from that wood when you touch it with your fingers. Oh, hi there. You're also going to get everything else you saw there. There's a peg winder, a dozen of Ernie's picks, and 3 of our very special Rocksmith picks. Speaking of very special, hi, Wamsy.
Hi.
You haven't been on the show for a while. That's why I say. It's not special in the short bus kind of way. It's special in the we're honored to have you here.
Long bus. Whoa.
It's more that it's special because you don't show up on the show very often.
Well, I'm happy to be here.
Well, I'm happy that you're here too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you have to play with shirking note tracker Sam Schwartz. Man, that was some rude gesturing. Well done, I gotta say.
Thank you.
Yeah, as long as nobody saw it, it never happened, right? Like Pixar, it didn't happen.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Let's talk about the song.
So nice.
Yeah. Wamsy, you did the note track for this song, which is
I did do the note track.
The Night. And you have opted to play bass, which meant that you had to find a guitar slinger to do the very difficult lead work.
Absolutely. I mean, I mentioned before, I think 2 streams ago that I was on, that I'm actually a saxophone player. So,
right. So you're already we should speak even slower? Is that what you're saying, or what?
Yeah, I am a saxophone player, and
where's the reed?
Just gravitated towards the bass more because it's a more of a single note instrument.
I totally understand. It's easier to play. Let's just say it. It's generally easier to play if your main job is not playing bass.
I thought the way I said it was cooler, but
no, absolutely it was. But it was a diss on myself because I almost never play guitar on this stream. I almost always play bass. Sam, you have been elected to play The Night, which is apparently harder than Indestructible. Why did you say yes?
Because Wamsy asked me.
And what Wamsy wants, Wamsy gets.
I mean, if Wamsy asked me on Sunday to do it, he was like, "Hey, can you do that?" I was like, "Yeah, sure."
Cool.
Whatever.
So, did you run through it at 2:00? And how much prep have you done for this?
Okay. A little more than 2:00.
I like that you guys.
I looked at it yesterday.
Okay.
I looked at it yesterday and went through it a little bit.
I looked at that. Went, ooh, that's tough. Just look at something
and I was
else.
like, and I had to do some other stuff. So things got pushed aside.
Sure.
But I got those things done today. And so then I went to The Night and working on it.
Now there's one thing that we have to bring up about The Night because there's a slight mistake that you may not have even noticed in the note track, right? So that would be your fault.
It's actually a team effort here.
Okay, yeah. So we all screwed it up. The last. What is it? The last few notes?
There's a couple notes that
are bum. Mm-hmm. And the absolute truth is that these were found during the process, and we thought we had applied it to the file, and those changes did not make it into the final file. So the plan is to update that file. If you have not noticed this because it's an impossible solo and you haven't learned how to play it note for note yet, then don't worry. I'll let you know when we have a new file ready. But in the meantime, if you spotted it, yes, total human error. That happens. We're human. And we're aware of it, and we are going to fix it. So don't worry about it. But you're going to attempt to play it correctly.
I'm going to attempt to play it correctly. That is correct.
But this is great because that means that anything that says miss, you said you got it right, but the note track is wrong.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, just blame it on Wamsy.
It's part of the plan.
It's the game. It's no problem.
Yeah, that's the real reason I said yes, was that there's no way I can really screw up.
Yeah. So that said, is there anything that you want to prep here about, either one of you, about what kind of techniques you're going to need to tackle this song, or suggestions?
There's a couple of fast, like, alternate picking sections for the solo that are pretty intense. I mean, like Pody mentioned before, like, there's a lot of shifting. That's mainly what the riff is all about.
Sure.
And it's just like a really cool riff, but he just plays it everywhere. So it's like you're just like, whoa, like the whole time is just trying to get up and down the neck. So.
Yeah. All right. And I would say for the bass part, it's pretty similar to what Greg just played. A little bit more hemiola 16th note patterns, but it's mostly just on the low string. So
I thought Hemiola was like a small city in Kansas.
It is, actually.
Hemiola, Kansas.
Yeah, I've driven through it. It's pretty fun.
All right, this is The Night by Disturbed, one of the 5 songs. We're only going to play 4 this week, so, place your bets on which one we're not going to play. This is The Night. This is very, very difficult. I wish you both good luck, mostly Sam, because it sounds like you've got a little bit easier of a road.
Well, we'll see.
But after this, we'll do a giveaway of some of this DLC on Steam. Cobra Has More Fun asks, is that the first bug fix ever made in 2014? No. In fact, we rarely patch DLC because it's quite difficult and it's kind of a pain in the butt. And there's no way to automatically deliver it to console players, so that's a little extra complication. But no, we've caught a couple of other mistakes after the fact and had to go back and fix them. And of course, the core program has received many patches along the way, so... Not whether or not you make a mistake, it's what you do when you have found that you have. Meyer02 says he's going to go look up Hemiola. That's you're teaching people, Wamsy. That's great.
Cool city.
Boxing Kangaroo says we have 2 more songs after this, right? Yes. We will stream for about an hour, although I've noticed that we almost always nail 72 minutes. It's our stream length, whether it's never intentional, but that's about how long it takes us to stop talking. Well done, Sam. Holy cow, that was hard.
Yeah,
I'm sure you noticed.
I was there for the whole thing.
Yeah, those sweep picking sections in the middle of that.
I missed it this time, but I got it when I was practicing.
That's okay. Audrey got it. I don't know if anybody's seen the Audrey 123 Talks video of her playing through the night with her sister Kate.
Yeah, I saw that.
But all of a sudden, our little girl's growing up. She's doing sweep picks and crazy stuff. That kid is unstoppable. MMOLTT says it would be nice to know what the most requested songs are so far. We don't reveal that because then that sort of tips our hand, you know? Then when we go and we say, look, we're interested in these songs, they go, oh, we know that's one of the top 20 songs, so we're going to charge you more for it. So yeah, it's not in our best interest to do that. We've revealed what the most requested bands are, but yes, that was quite nice. That was heroic.
Yeah, man,
The
that's
night.
the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, the night. Do you want to talk a little bit about sweep picking before we shuffle off to our halfway point break, or is there nothing that you? I mean, is it too much to get into today?
It's your call. I'm down to talk about it. It's just
How much time do you need to give a primer to? All right, then let's fire up the close-up cam.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Because sweep picking is something that we hear about a lot in the chat room, and again, it's a popular metal guitar technique.
Yeah,
but
sure.
we don't explicitly teach it currently.
Right.
We don't have a lesson for it in Rocksmith.
Right.
So, oh hi, there you are.
Hello.
Look at that, multiple Les Pauls.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm Sam's
All right.
finger.
Oh, I didn't know that had its own voice. That's really weird. Okay.
Sounds uncannily like a South Park character accidentally. Okay.
So here's the deal. So if we go to my right hand here. So one of the things we can do here is if you see this shape, right? So let's finger your 12th fret. I'm in drop C right now. So D standard drop C.
Okay.
Right. So you have your 12th fret on your orange string here. On your green string you have the 13th fret. And on this, and on your top string, on your purple string, you have your first finger again. See, right? And this is actually kind of like a D chord shape, right? If you brought it all the way down, this is actually the same chord as like an open D. But right, if we separate the notes in right here while you're picking it, you can actually get a sweep out of it. So you start. A lot of times, a lot of players will start by playing a chord like this, right?
Sure.
And then to play a sweep arpeggio, it's actually more common as you get more advanced and you're able to separate those notes a little bit more. You can see on my left hand, I actually move my finger down. Mm-hmm. And the reason that I do that is because then it intensifies that separation between the notes, right? So you're not getting.
Right.
You're getting.
So you're not barring those two notes.
Exactly.
Is what you're saying,
so a lot of sweep picking has to do with muting, which is a big part of how to get those separations in the notes.
Right.
And so when you hear,
you're moving both hands to be super precise, so that
and that's why
one note, one move.
Right. So that's why that sounds so much different, right? Because a lot of people are like, oh, it's just a chord, but it's actually not just a chord. It's about muting the notes that you don't want to ring out. So you have this. Which sounds different than...
Right.
And you can get a lot more separation in those notes, and that's what you're actually looking for. So here's where we're starting, right? Same thing. 12, 13, 12, and then you actually just go up to this 15.
Right.
And then back down. And on my right hand, you can see I just do down, 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 up, down, right? And then you go cross, back up to that 13. Right? So that's how you start sweep picking is you take your arpeggios and start to break them up so just one of those notes are ringing out.
Okay, cool.
Great.
Thank you, Sam. I'm sure I haven't looked at the chat, but I'm sure that people are now saying he's just playing taps over and over and over again. Samtastic, says somebody. So
thank you.
Thank you for explaining it. And he's playing taps. Lol, says Bob is a drummer.
There you go.
Yeah. So on that, thanks.
You're welcome.
Mercy Buckets. We're going to take a short break. We're going to show you yet another success story from our 60-day challenge plan. And we're going to give away some free Disturbed DLC. Jason Paradise is armed now with 5 codes for Steam for all 5 of these songs. We're going to have 5 winners by random draw. In order to get into that random draw, do whatever the man says. He will give you all the instructions that you need to be eligible to win this. And when we come back, we'll do yet another song, and we'll have some more Q&A time with the devs. So thanks for showing up. We'll be back with more Disturbed after this.
My name is Ross. I am 23, and I am from DC. Music, just in general, has like a huge impact on my life. When I did first pick up the guitar, just to try to see if I could learn something, turned out I couldn't learn it, so then it just kind of dwindled away. Nice. Tuned up. The first day I was playing, it was like this foreign object. Not a good start. I thought, maybe I'd be a little bit better, but no, I'm at like ground zero right now. I'm having a little bit of trouble gauging the distance between frets. I'm getting to a really comfortable spot now to where I can see, I can feel where the frets are. My techniques are down, my chords are down, tremolos, bends, slides, all that stuff is down. I got it. I've been playing Rocksmith for 45 days now. There are songs that I was struggling with in their first week, and now I'm just like, this is easy. I'm really happy with where I've gotten to in the past month and a half. I'm playing Walk This Way by Aerosmith a lot, Everlong by the Foo Fighters, and You Really Got Me by the Kinks. Nice and Sidonia, I just kind of started. I've just been practicing these 4 songs a lot, so it is fun getting to the point where I can play them without the game. I can play them if I were to plug them to my own amp. It feels really good to be at the finish line, just to kind of look back and look at all my progress. I know that I'm going to be practicing every day, even after this challenge is over, even though now I don't even have to. It's part of my life now. I know that I'm walking away with a newfound talent, a newfound gift, and it's nice. It feels good.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to part 2 of the Rocksmith 2014 weekly developer live stream with some weak developers. No, not at all. We have Brian Shu. Hi, Brian Shu.
Hello.
You man of many words, Brian Shu.
That's me.
And look who's back, kids. It's Shane Gann from Hail the Sun, your favorite new band that is playing the Warped Tour? Ooh. OMG!
OMG.
Do you want to give us the details about this? So you're playing the Warped Tour?
Yes, we are. We're just playing half of it.
Okay. The good half, though, right?
Yeah, because we're on it.
Right,
so,
exactly.
Yeah. We're playing from the start of Warped Tour, which starts in Texas, and then we're going out to Florida and up the East Coast. But if you are not in any of the cities that Warped Tour is hitting, never fret. We also have booked our own headlining shows out to Warped Tour, so that'll cover California through Arizona and whatnot, and then also returning from the Northeast.
Excellent. When does that get underway?
We begin our journey on June 10th.
Okay, so we still have you here for a couple more months.
Yes. Use and abuse me.
No. We'll mostly just play Rocket League and go to lunch. Because I think that's why you're here now, is not so much to transcribe songs, but to
we needed an eighth.
Yeah, exactly. For those of you that don't know,
member
Shane is the guitarist in Hail the Sun, which you can find at hailthesun.com. And you guys have recently been signed to a label, which is kind of nice. Mm-hmm. And now you're out on tour again this summer. So if you've ever wanted to go right up and touch Shane, your chance may be coming. Followed by a brief stay in the county jail.
Down.
Right. Oh, okay. This is
knees down is totally
shins
cool.
only, kids.
Yeah.
Brian Shu, how are you doing this week?
I'm doing well.
I mean, are you going out on tour again? Because you just got back. You, Super Soul Brothers had just recently played. Where was it? Magfest.
It was Magfest in Washington,
yes.
DC, yeah. That was a lot of fun. We also just did Comic-Con.
Oh, you did?
We played at Silicon Valley Comic-Con a couple weeks ago, and I think the next big event we're doing is Fanime in San Jose, California. So
excellent.
It's going to be another huge convention.
All right. Yeah. Let us know so that we can plug you accordingly that week that you're going to be at the show.
Yep. Also, me and my other band, I have this other band called The Bad Ones, and it's more of a modern jazz R&B thing, and we just got out of the studio, like maybe 2 weeks ago. We went in, recorded like 9 tunes real fast, and we have an indie.
Well, it's jazz, so
right.
Faster.
We just like went in and hit it. So we have a Indiegogo page, and if anybody wants to contribute,
excellent.
It's out there.
The Bad Ones.
The Bad Ones. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Yeah. Tell us. Somebody get in the chat room and find that and link to it, please, because we don't have any keyboards here. What we have is Inside the Fire from Disturbed. Which one of you fine note trackers track these notes?
That was me.
That was you.
Is this your first one?
This is my third one. This is kind of crazy for a third.
No, he's been around more than you have. Sorry, he's picking up the slack that you left.
No.
Yeah.
He's doing a great job at it.
He is.
Thank you.
Anything you want to prep? You want to bring up about this song before we do it, or you want to just crash straight into it?
Yeah.
Which one, Brian?
I keep doing that, but I don't know. Let's play it.
Okay, let's play it.
Talk about it afterwards.
We'll play it. If you notice anything, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good plan. So Inside the Fire by Disturbed, one of the 5 songs in the Disturbed Song Pack 2, available this week for Rocksmith 2014 on all 6 platforms. Some people just won this DLC on Steam, which is pretty good. We have more giveaways to come before the end of the show, and we'll also have a little Q&A section of our show after this song. You may have also noticed that both Jarmac SF and Armed Manic Cuban, Jared McAdams and Brian Kuhn, respectively, are in our chat room, and they have been answering people's questions. Anything they tell you is true. But if you have other questions that maybe we can answer, we'll try. But they may beat us to it. Danger Mouse 66 says, I'm not touching Shane without gloves.
Smart.
You don't know where he's been.
I don't know where I've been.
Bento says, below the knee? That's my fetish.
That's why I did it for you, Ben.
It's a family show.
Yeah.
Scotty OS asks, Dan, have you heard of people using the Cobalt Ernie Ball strings? They're supposed to be better for the pickups to hear. Would they help with lower tunings on bass? Possibly. We actually did give away some Cobalt strings for a while. Ernie was making that part of the prize package for a few months. And yes, all reports are that because of the different metal content in them, they do offer a bit more clarity. And yes, if you're going to tune down, that's the kind of stuff that can help. So if you are regularly tuning down to D drop C or wherever it is that your musical path leads you, you might consider a different alloy in the strings. And Ernie Ball Cobalts, from what we've seen, they do the job.
I play them.
You do?
Yep.
Cool. Nice.
Bass is easier, huh?
I don't see any misses, so I don't know what you're talking about. It looks easy. You made it look easy.
Practice.
Boosty says, I checked out the Bad Ones website for a quick moment. That is some smooth music. Disco Bit calls you shoe-tastic.
Mine's still going.
Yours is still going. Malcorum says, Shu is a beast. We all agree. We're all humbled and frightened of Brian Shu here in the office. He's mild-mannered on camera, but holy cow, you should see his temper tantrums. What a diva off
Oh,
the
look
minute.
at us. We're like the same.
Oh, samesies, 97.1 and 97. So, yeah, that was an interesting little... even Toy Machine was like, yeah, wait until the bass gets interesting. We'll see how Shane does. You did obviously quite well. Both of you did quite well. Thank you very much. Screevy, was there anything that you wanted to bring up technique-wise? I mean, it does seem to be in the same style of the other songs in this pack, where there's a lot of shifting, there's a lot of movement, maybe not a lot of string skipping, but up and down on the same strings.
Yeah, definitely. It's one of those tunes. It's a riff repeater tune, especially certain sections like the diminished patterns. The good thing about the diminished patterns near the end of the bridge is that it's all the same shape pretty much.
You talking about the...
Yeah, I think it's a little harder on bass because he's like kind of shifting in a weird way. But on the lead guitar part, it's pretty much the same thing, just going up in half steps. So
cool.
It's not too bad.
Now's the time if you have any questions, folks. I've tried to catch what I could along the way, but if you have any questions for anybody involved in Rocksmith, obviously Shane Gann is here from Hail the Sun, and also from downstairs where his office is, and Brian Shu, the Beast, is here as well. I guess you've got a nickname now, Shu.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. As long as you don't give it to yourself, it's fine.
Is it better than Guitar Jesus?
I don't know. I don't use that. I don't.
People use that.
People use that, but I don't know if Jason Kokel likes that name or not. And just take one look at Jason Kokel, and he's not somebody I want to be on his bad side. His motorcycle has a skeletal hand giving you the finger. This is not somebody that I want to be on their bad side, regardless. Let me see what you've got. MDH Gameplays says he's from Spain and he's having trouble finding the real tone cable. I do have a small update on that. First of all, if in doubt, always check Amazon. I have checked with our team that handles that kind of retail fulfillment, and they always pour product into Amazon first and foremost. If Amazon is sold out, hang on, because I did let them know that people are having problems. We saw a lot of people commenting on Facebook and asking us on Twitter. Particularly in Europe right now, it's very hard to find real tone cables. They're out there, but they are selling fast. So if you are stuck without one, don't panic. I have said I've shouted up the chain of command and asked, when can we expect so. So when I have a date, I'll let you know. If I have a window, of like it'll be early this month or next another month or whatever. But we're aware and sorry that you can't find them. Keep in mind that any real tone cable works with any version of Rocksmith. So if you happen to stroll in and find like Rocksmith 1 for PS3 and you are looking for a cable to play Rocksmith 2014 on Xbox One, that's fine. That cable will work absolutely fine. So any old real-time cable will do. It's a universal part.
Do they have Craigslist in Spain?
I don't know. Do they have Craigslist in Spain? I know they have eBay, but sometimes the third-party sellers, they start gouging. I've seen some terrifying prices for real-time cables out there. So obviously, I've gone back to Ubisoft and said, Ubisoft, if you like to make money, here's an opportunity. Let's make more of those cables. And they're like, yeah, we know. So don't worry. We're aware of that. Let's see. Did you remember to put cover sheets on your TPS reports, says Jams Bar. This is what happens when I'm not following whatever is going on. Yeah, I'm going to need you to play guitar this weekend.
That would be great.
Wow. Gerbil Aficionado wants to know who would win in a Rocksmith Texas Death Cage match, beards or non-beards?
The beards, I think,
I think beards have the advantage. I basically they would all be killing me, so I think that's terrible. Shylock Metal says, Dan, 3 weeks ago you said there was going to be a big announcement. Did I miss it? You did. What I said was not so much that we have a big announcement, but we had something we were very proud to share with you that was still a secret. That was the Brendan Small Rocksmith commercial featuring Brendan Small from Metalocalypse and Deathclock and comedian Steve Agee. And they got together and did a commercial for us, which you can find now at youtube.com/rocksmithgame. There are two versions of the commercial. There's a short edit for those of you with extremely short attention spans, and then there's a longer one for those of you who appreciate awkward comedy. And that's what it was. It was posted on April Fool's Day. You can find it on our Facebook pages. You can find it on YouTube as well. And you can find it at the Ubi blog. If you're not aware, Ubisoft has its own blog. It's blog.ubi.com, and there's a bunch of Rocksmith articles there from the very people in this room. I've asked people what are the Note Tracker's favorite bass songs. What do you feel are the most underappreciated songs in our library? Some of our developers have actually told you that. So if you're looking for something that maybe you didn't know was in the game, we've even got that kind of stuff. That's at blog.ubi.com.
Nice
you kept looking like you were. Thank you. You kept looking like you wanted to jump in and say,
at all.
"I also read blog.uv.com."
I do.
Wow, Racing Topsy says sometimes you can find Rocksmith 1 really cheap. I got mine from a bookstore back in the day. Yeah, you'd be surprised, because Rocksmith 1, a lot of people didn't really know what to do with it. So sometimes it crept into like music stores that were carrying it, and other times it was in game stores, and then the game stores are like, what is this? This is actually a learning tool. I don't know what to do with it. So yeah, you might be, just keep your eyes open. You might be surprised where you find some of the older versions of the game. And you can, in fact, upload, you can import, for a small fee, you can import the songs from the disc, most of them anyway, about 50, from Rocksmith 1 as single-track DLC that you can then use with Rocksmith 2014 if you're transitioning to the same platform. So like PS3 to PS3 or PS3 to PS4, that kind of stuff will work fine. You can do that. Let me see.
This is a good Q&A, Dan.
John LR2000 said... Yeah, I'm still going.
Keep it going.
Someone asked earlier, what does it mean when you filter by owned? So in the Learn a Song mode, you can actually, I don't think a lot of people actually know this, you can sort your song list by artists or by song title, so it's alphabetical, or you can, are you going to show tuning. Us? Look at this. Pody's going to show, I think. Yeah, you can sort by tuning. So those of you that don't really enjoy retuning your guitar,
so on PC, if you hold tab, that's how you show that list right there.
Exactly. So you can go down to by source, which shows you whether it was from Rocksmith 1 disc, Rocksmith 1 DLC, Rocksmith 2014 disc, or Rocksmith 2014 DLC. And then owned is kind of a weird one because it's just like, well, you bought these, which was really intended. There were other ideas of how the store was going to operate. And so now this is kind of like a stillborn one. It doesn't really do much for you because all the songs that you see are the songs that are owned, with a few exceptions. Occasionally you will see a song that has a lock icon next to it. And that's sort of our little promotion saying, this is locked, but this is new this week. You may not have known that we had this, but that's our way to push basically the most subtle of sales pitches to you. And if you sort it by owned, I don't know if that even shows up or not. But yeah, honestly, owned doesn't do a hell of a lot, and we're aware of that. That's on our list of, I wonder if we could fix things like this sometime in the future. If we get a chance to do it again, we probably wouldn't include that. So there you go. So yeah, and now he's shouting at me, Dan, what is owned? Hopefully that does answer the question. I'm going to get actually onto the final song of the day, if that's okay, because we're starting to run out of time. This is why we always take 72 minutes instead of 60, because I wind up talking for 12 of it. Yeah, I know. You got to go back to work. Thanks for joining us, Brian and Shane. And we have one more song with 2 more people. We have another giveaway, the Ernie Ball Prize Pack number 2, which is identical to Ernie Ball Prize Pack number 1, is coming up later on in the show. So if you're sticking around for freebies, you haven't missed them all, don't worry. We also give away more stuff tomorrow. If you're not currently following Ubisoft Studio SF on Twitter.com, you'll want to do that because we'll be giving away 5 codes there tomorrow for the Steam DLC for Disturbed Pack 2. We'll also be giving away a few song packs in our forums at rocksmith.com. That might be tonight. That might be tomorrow. That is quite honestly whenever I have the time to do it. And when the spirit moves me, I'll do little puzzles, little clues that you'll have to solve. So it's not really a question of who can cut and paste it the fastest. I throw a little riddle or something in there so that you feel like, hey, I earned this. And then, of course, there's also a very not official Rocksmith group in Reddit. We don't run it. We do hang out there every once in a while, and we try to answer questions when they come up. And I also post a few codes on there on Fridays and the Reddit subreddit for Rocksmith. So any of those places will also get you free DLC. We give away a lot of DLC. I think if you count up all of those things, it turns out to be something like, 16 free packs every week. 5 here, 5, 3 in the forums, 3 on Reddit, and then 5 on Twitter. So, yeah, don't say we never gave you nothing, because we give you stuff all the time. Joining me now, David Stevens retuning the beautiful Explorer bass, and Anthony Martinez retuning. This is your Epiphone Les Paul Plus Top Pro.
It sure is.
It sure is. I know.
It sure is,
like,
Dan.
So the
Hi,
funny
everyone.
thing is, I was like, oh, we got to make sure we have the Epiphone special up here that we have set up for low tuning so that we don't have to do exactly what you're doing right now. But Pody's like, no, my guitar, that was his beautiful caramel-colored Les Paul standard that everybody else was playing for the show. And he's like, no, this can handle down tuning. It's fine. I've got it all set up just perfect. And yeah, Anthony's the same way. He's like, no, my guitar, I have no problem with it. I'd rather just play my guitar. Sure. Yeah. I can understand. I am actually out there shopping for an Epiphone, but I can't seem to find one for my bargain bin because they don't make it anymore. A long time ago, I bought one of the Carina Explorers, and I don't want it in black. I want it in the natural Carina, the sort of amber-colored wood. I loved the way that it sounded, and then I got really bad buyer's remorse, and I was like, I don't need this. I'm not going to play this. This was like 10 or 15 years ago. And so I took it back. I felt really bad, and I was like, no, this is the right thing to do. This is the right thing to do. And also, like, you know, the thing's really neck-heavy. It keeps sliding down. And then a friend said, oh, no, just rearrange the button here, and it works fine. I'm like, son of a... So since then... When I got here and I found out, oh yeah, sometimes we can order instruments directly from Epiphone. That's how the studio got all of its Epiphones. I'm like, that's cool. Can I? Oh, you don't make that anymore in Carina. Oh. So now I'm on the secondary market looking for, and there's no Explorer out there that somebody hasn't smashed into a wall and cracked this thick poly. So you would think if you had a bizarre shaped instrument, you would treat it with some care, but no, they just constantly, like, every time I see one for sale, it's like, minor damage does not affect tone. I'm like, yeah, but it says that you're an idiot.
Minor damage does not work.
Yeah, minor damage in multiple pieces, totally fun puzzle for kids is not how I want to buy a guitar. So yeah, I mean, they're now going for more than I currently have budgeted. I'm one of those people that I'm looking for that easy eBay snipe where somebody puts it up for, like, my price is not necessarily what it's worth, but my price is the money that I have to play with. So that's what I'm going to be buying my Explorer if I can find it. So whatever. Regardless, that's not why we're here. We're here to play Stricken by Disturbed. Anthony, you did not play on last week's stream because you knew this was coming.
Yes.
You have been a little intimidated by this song, and rightfully so, because it's frickin' hard.
Yeah, there's a lot of shifting, fast moving throughout. So many different variations on the riff that you'll hear, in the verses and in the intro and post-chorus. Yeah, there's just so much going on. Not to mention the shreddy guitar work in the solo, but it's beautiful. Beautiful stuff.
So whereas everybody else has been phoning it in and playing like an hour before they went live, you've actually been sort of like going back to this a couple of times over the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, just to increase my speed too.
Well, thank you for having, some pride in your work.
I better get at least 90%.
All right. Well, no, I think you'll be okay with 90%. Holy cow!
If you didn't play it, I was gonna
Oh, do you guys want to swap right here live?
No. It's all
no,
good.
come on, David. It sounds like you're up for a challenge.
I was playing this on my own free time because it's really fun.
Wow,
it is a lot of fun. Yeah.
See, I didn't realize that I always try to throw you at the metal stuff because I know you're a metal fan, and so I figure you're at least familiar with, if not a fan of, most of the heavier bands in this game.
To me, I call a band like Disturbed a pizza band. There's lots of different toppings, but at the end of the day, it's still pizza, and I friggin' love pizza.
I don't understand that analogy at all.
Okay.
No. Leave it a mystery.
They catch a lot of flack for sounding samey. I'm sure everybody saw, the Disturbed Greatest Hit video.
I did not.
You will.
Okay.
But yeah, they get a lot of flack for having their own sound.
They do have a style.
What it is.
Yeah.
And I actually really enjoy that about them.
Yeah, I love it.
So real quick, my wife is a big fan of the Indigo Girls, and she turned me on to the Indigo Girls as well. And same thing. They have a distinctive sound. Two women playing acoustic guitar, blends really well. But a friend was like, this all just sounds like the same song. Like, we listened to a whole album, and he didn't realize that was not just one song. And he goes, man, the first song is called A Hammer and a Nail, and then I'm guessing all the other ones were like, we're putting up the drywall, it's time to install the toilet, and I guess the last song is called The House is Done. So we call it the House is Done syndrome rather than a pizza band. If everything, George Thorogood is a fantastic guitarist, but he has a sound, and to somebody who's not necessarily a fan of what he does, it's the House is Done syndrome. It all sounds alike, even though it's not when you look at it closely, or it's just,
AC/DC.
Exactly.
Biggest band in the world.
AC/DC is a really good example of it, too.
They are
it's
their own thing.
But you don't think of it as a pizza band or as a House is Done band. Right. If you like what it is that they do, you're like, no, man, that's awesome. I'm a big Jethro Tull fan. Jethro Tull sound, guitars and flute, who cares? A lot of people just hear it all as the same stuff. But I'm like, I could bore you to tears with all the differences between the Jethro Tull albums. But yeah, you're very right. I think that they get unfair flack because they have found a sound that is what they wanted to make. And worse yet, other people are like, I like your sound. And so then it becomes like, oh, it's not cool to like these guys. That kind of stuff.
They're a fantastic live band, too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
We posted a video from Dan Donegan's guitar tech walking through. It's like an 11-minute video or something of his guitar tech walking through all of his gear backstage, including all of his effects, where all the knobs are set. If you're looking for the Disturbed sound, this is a great primer. Go to our Facebook page and check it out. Premier Guitar did it. And I was like, wow, you rarely get a guided tour through somebody's stage gear.
That's pretty great.
So, yeah. Anyway, you're going to have to play Stricken now.
I was hoping you'd stall.
No, I can only milk it for so long.
You got this.
Wish me luck.
I wish you good luck, specifically.
Thank you.
And David's obviously going to crush it because he likes Disturbed and he knows the song really well. Yeah, great shot.
It's all the bass.
It's all the bass. This is Stricken by Disturbed, one of the 5 songs. Yeah, we didn't play 10,000 Fists. Jason Kokel note tracked that, and he's away this week, so he was not able to play it. But good luck, Anthony.
Thank you.
We have another giveaway coming up after this song. We'll give away that other Ernie Ball prize pack. Scotty OS says, you guys should bring Audrey on here to play on the stream. We did. She actually visited last summer, so there is a replay video of her week with us when she did a special stream. Check our Twitch archives to see it. The main reason we don't have her on more often is because she lives outside of Nagasaki, Japan, and we're in San Francisco. Also, she's 13 and she goes to school. So, yeah. There's that. We'd love to have her on again, given the opportunity, but that's why you haven't seen her since that one time her family visited this past summer. Got to go out to lunch with her, and I bought Kate French fries. In fact, since we're talking about it, I will hold the pool noodle in her honor. Sorry, it's Kate's microphone. Deserar1 says, bah, Anthrax has a style. Slayer has a sound. Nobody complains about that. It's a good point. You know, it resonates with some people. It won't resonate with other people. But the fact that it's identifiable or familiar really shouldn't be the point of criticism. Who cares what the haters say, says McKay Bad 86. Specifically pointing out Red Hot Chili Peppers is another band with a very distinctive sound that either you like it or you don't, and you use it as a weapon if you don't. But enough of that mess. Very nice. Biscobid says he thinks your nickname should be Mr. Smooth. No, his nickname is Pete Sampras. Actually, we call him Big Tony around the office because he's polite and affable and isn't the kind of guy that would ever call himself Big Tony. Artofficial01 wants to know if we're looking for QA people because he's in nearby Oakland. Not at the moment, but our QA department is currently playing bass, and our other QA department is in Bucharest. We are an international company, so being in Oakland, I don't know, you feel like moving to Bucharest? We'll let you know when they have an opening. Very nice. Good job. Good effort, Anthony, says Tufty McTavish. Not good job. Good effort.
Maximum effort.
Yeah, that kind of suggests that you didn't actually hit the goal, but you tried.
I hit my goal of
you got 95%.
I was shooting for 90.
Yeah, so well done.
Thanks.
Very well done. I mean, come on, that's freaking hard too. The fact that you're getting anything over 90 is, in my case, in my book, a beautiful, beautiful thing.
In riff repeater, it's totally attainable, and that's my practice.
Disturbed, totally attainable.
From their new album.
You can do this.
But yeah, I mean, as you saw, a lot of shifting. I mean, I stared at my guitar for most of the song, you know.
Yes. No, I said when it came to the solo, it was clear that you knew where you had to go because I saw you just stop looking.
Totally.
And keep in mind, that's okay. You know, like I think sometimes people think that Rocksmith is sort of the end of their journey when it's really supposed to be the beginning. So if you find yourself like looking away, watching what your hands are doing, or not even looking at the screen, that's kind of what's supposed to happen naturally. We want you to use Rocksmith as a tool as you learn to play guitar, but eventually we know that one day you will actually be playing guitar and you won't need our cues anymore. And this was one of those cases where you're like, it's just easier for me to concentrate if I can look at these frets. I know where my targets are. I know I've internalized this. I know how to do it. So, you know, you're getting better as a guitarist in your own way. That's pretty great.
Thanks, Rocksmith.
Let's give away our final Ernie Ball guitar accessories pack. This is really handy stuff for any of you out there that might play guitar or bass, and hopefully that's all of you if you're watching our live stream. You're going to get 2 sets of strings, one for guitar, one bass, the industry standard regular slinky strings from Ernie Ball, plus a brand new strap. Always good to have a spare one around, and maybe yours is tattered and crappy and it's time to get rid of it. Well, we can fix that for you. Brand new peg winder, that'll make things a little bit easier to change your strings. Wonder wipes to keep your guitar minty fresh, a dozen picks from Ernie Ball, and then 3 of our hyper rare limited edition Rocksmith picks. You're going to probably get what you see there, which is 2 of the the black and gold, as long as they last. I thought we were completely gone with them, and then somebody cleaned out their desk. I think it was Jared, and he's like, "Hey, do you want another 150 picks? I found 150 picks. Yes, I would like 150 picks that I will give out to
That was
everybody."
a pretty good Jared.
Thank you. I'm getting there. I mean, the more time I spend with him, the closer I'm going to get. And then, yes, the 2016 edition, brand new red and white pick. So you're going to get all of that stuff. Somebody's going to win all of that if you follow what our friend Jason Paradise, our community manager, tells you to do. Follow him unreservedly. Do not question his authority. He will not steer you wrong, but he will tell you what you need to do to win that. And when you send him all of your information, your name, your address, your phone number, all that fun stuff, then he sends it to me, and I put it all in a big box, and I send it to you. And I got a note today on Twitter from somebody who said that they got their prize pack from last week, and they loved it. And I said, that's great to hear. Let Ernie Ball know on Twitter. It never hurts. If you take a picture of the stuff, and they wind up thanking Rocksmith, or they'll thank Ubisoft Game, or I'm sorry, they'll thank at Rocksmith Game, or they'll thank Ubisoft SF. Sometimes they'll even thank me personally on Twitter, which is totally not necessary. Who you want to thank is Ernie Ball, because they gave us all the free stuff. So please make sure that you drop them a note if you appreciate getting free stuff from them, and hopefully that will continue our ability to bring you free stuff from Ernie Ball too. Anything you guys want to add to say to wrap up the show? Anything? Are your bands playing Warped Tour? Or?
No, not this year.
No, but you've been working out some interesting. We can't go over it because we don't own the rights, and I don't want anybody to think that it's like a hint of what's coming up. But you've been
that never happens.
No. Yeah. You've been doing some interesting guitar arrangements in your own time, and you've been coming in and playing them. And I have to say, super cool stuff.
Oh, thank you.
Popular songs, but in a different arrangement, and really nice.
Thanks. Like solo guitar style.
Yeah.
Chord melodies.
Really beautiful stuff.
Yeah. Thank you.
And David.
I just play bass.
He just plays bass. Nice. If you would like to know what's coming soon, I'm happy to say that whereas most weeks, sometimes I'm just like throwing my hands up in the air like I just don't care, and I don't know what the puzzle is. I know what the puzzle is this week. Squirrely Ninja, Chris Wu, and I got together. I came up with an idea, and I asked him for feedback, and he replaced almost every single element of my idea with a better element on the same topic. So the resulting puzzle, I think, is going to be a lot more fun for people to solve. If you want to get in on that puzzle solving, it is kind of first come, first solved. Whoever's clever enough to figure it out first gets a major clue, and usually, honestly, a confirmation of a song, a band, maybe both, that is coming for the following week's DLC. You'll find that in Rocksmith.com in our forums. Click on the little word balloon at the top of the website and jump into... That particular discussion always happens in our DLC subsection. But you will find, if you are not a frequent visitor, you will find that most people are very polite. This is not your standard internet forum. People are actually nice people in the Rocksmith.com forums. I'm very proud of that. So we will leave you with a look at all of the DLC that is on tap for this week. Disturbed Song Pack 2, 5 songs available now, all platforms, no incidents, wherever you are in the world and whatever you choose to play it on. You can get this DLC right now, and we hope that you do. We'll be back next week. Thank you so much to you guys. Thanks to all of the note trackers. Thanks to Brian Pody for running the Wheels of Steel along with Anthony. And thank you to Jason Paradise in our chat room, and Arm Manic Cuban and Squirrely Ninja and Jarmac SF for handling all the questions that I missed. And we'll see you next week. Same time, same channel. Thanks very much for your support. Go play some guitar.